Utrecht. I was head over heels with Yolanda, and Yolanda was head over heels with me. We both studied in Utrecht. She studied Italian arts and literature. I studied Dutch arts and literature. And after the exams, I think it was in May or something, we decided we deserved something special. So she said, let's go to Rome. I said, well, it's a good idea, nice city trip, why should we go to Rome? He said, okay, that's a good idea, but she said, there's only one condition. I want to go to a specific restaurant in a neighborhood called Trastevere. I said, why do you want to go to that specific restaurant, Trastevere? Well, I don't know exactly the name, but the waiters are very rude. They keep on yelling at you and treat you like dirt, and that's very interesting. Well, I couldn't see the fun of the abuse, but I thought, well, it's her idea, and she would translate the whole thing, and she promised me, I will take care that they will even more curse at us. So I said, well, that's a good idea. So we went to Rome. We tossed and twirled around the city. We went from one piazza to the Palazzo, well, you know, the Colosseum, the Campo di Fiori, all the beautiful things you have there. And the last day, we decided to make this tour in Trastevere. You must know, in the mid-80s, Trastevere was a very authentic, still working-class neighborhood. And, well, tourists were not very common there. Let aside a young Dutch couple asking for a restaurant with shouting and with very rude waiters. And we never get exactly to know where it exactly was, this restaurant. Where is it? Maybe the locals want to keep it for themselves, we don't know. But after 1.5 hours, we found it. So we went into the place, it was 7 o'clock. And we said, well, someone's coming with us. And he said, well, is it possible to make a reservation in this restaurant? What do you think you are, you strong so cazzone? Of course it's not possible to reservation. Come back at night, shut up! Yolanda looked at me, I looked at her, and said, well, we got a take. So there we were, had 2 hours to solve, and so we went to the Piazza Santa Maria in this Trastevere, we ordered a bottle of Rosso, we nibbled at some nuts and things like that, and 9 o'clock we said, well, let's go to the abuse and have some fun. We walked into the restaurant and that was completely transformed to a bustling place. There was a lot of chatter, laughing, the sound of clicking cutlery, and in the corner was a kind of an Italian troubadour singing very fine Italian folk songs. The waiter, the host came with us, grabbed Yolanda, took her to the restaurant and said, I had to stay there. And all the waiters jumped at her, dribbling all over her, and I saw, oh, what will this be, this kind of night? Well, anyhow, we sat down at a table, forks, knives, plates were thrown on the table, we got a bottle of water, and he asked if there was a menu or something, or we could order a bottle of wine. Shut up, you fool of cazzone, stones, of course not! Shut up and eat and wait, you will get a minute, you'll get your food served in a minute. That minute took 1.5 hours. But it was definitely worth the wait. I can still remember it, when my mouth kissed dry. We had bruschetta, fettuccine alla Ramon, I think there was some roasted brie, panna cotta. Great, wonderful meal. And in between courses, I smiled at the waiters, played along with her shtick, and I saw how Yolanda was showered with a piece of cured ham, dolces, other sweets, and I could hear the Italian folk singers sing very annoying songs about me. I was joked, I was mocked, because everybody was pointing at me, I was laughing. And I said, what are they saying? What are they saying? I said, but Yolanda was so like this with the waiters. So there I sat, and there I sat, and I heard them making fun of the Netherlands also. So I had to do something for my country. I had to do something for myself. And I saw this waiter coming up, and he said, there's only one thing I can do. I tripped him. He fell over at all these plates in the room and said, hey, you idiot, cazzone, can't you look when you walk? Hey, you're stupid. He didn't like it. Can you imagine a restaurant? No menus, no wine list. People who treat you like a piece of shit. No marketing, no flyers, no nothing. This was really marketing upside down. Shut up and eat as a mantra. And it was a successful mantra. This kind of disruptive marketing even reached this student flat in Utrecht. The name of the restaurant was, by the way, Paralaccia, which means dirty word. So that probably explains it all. And Paralaccia was very successful, and it did it completely different. And it is so different from commercials I saw in the mid-80s on television. That was kind of bell. So different from the commercials on television this day. Maybe you remember this naked, beautiful nymph frolicking along a coastal power beach, savoring the lemon freshness of a turquoise blue ocean. Yeah, she was really my first sexual experience, I think, on television. And there was this happy couple who said everlasting love to themselves and to this kind of fresh deodorant they had. Without them, probably they had a very smelly love affair. I don't know exactly what it was. And there was this very uber happy yuppie-ish couple in their uber-styled lofts and apartments and their lovely urban life who just discovered a very nice piece of butter. Yes, that was the one. Very good, thank you. Can you imagine? And the funny thing is, we still do that. All these brands are still making this kind of Hollywood, unreal advertising. It's a kind of a marketing blah blah. It's emotions from your paintbrush. It's not real. But we want everybody. We keep on doing this kind of thing. I can't, and I don't know why. I mean, it's not real. And it's too slick, and too slick makes sleazy, and too airy it makes empty, and that makes you want to long for something to stick on. That makes you want to long for bumps to fall over. It makes you want to long for holes you can fall into. It makes you want to long for something real. It makes you want to long for something unorthodox. It makes you want to long for something surprising. It makes you long for unorthodox, surprising acts. Relevant and sympathetic. It makes you want to long for guerrilla marketing. should not do that often, just noted. Guerrilla marketing is the antidote for the slick and sleazy. Guerrilla marketing is the antidote for the predictable. Guerrilla marketing is the solution for marketeers. Should go to a gym probably more often. You got probably too much fat, I think. It's the solution for marketers who don't believe in the traditional anymore. They want something new. But a lot of marketers have a problem. They only believe in the extension of their car lease contracts. But if you believe to be a la paroloccia, that might be the antidote. That might be the solution. And so please quit commercials. Please quit, because we're also ad fatigue. 86% of the people don't like commercials anymore. They mistrust them, especially the new generation. They don't give a fuck about commercials. But they keep on doing this. So then again, what should we do? And by the way, the time of broadcasting is over. Maybe you remember in July last year, 2 of the main radio towers collapsed in the Netherlands. How iconic and how ironic. That was really the end of an era. Today it's about social media. You know, you just mentioned Twitter, Facebook and so on. And Twitter is about conversations. It's about content. It's about sharing things. It's about sharing content. It's about sharing interesting things. It's about sharing interesting actions. It's about sharing unconventional marketing. Shouldn't have jumped. I mean, it looks like an old man who just came off the song. So but bossing, that's very easy. I mean, it's very easy to create a boss. If you would place a bomb here on Amsterdam Square, I mean, it would be on the front page of every Dutch newspaper, and it would be trending topic probably on Twitter. That's not the case. Guerrilla marketing is not stunt. It's not something, not a gimmick. It's not a one-off. No, it should be a strategic part of your communication. Like everything you do should be a part of, should be a strategic thing. And you should start with your USP. What's your USP? Your USP is, well, let me try to explain it like this. The Dutch Rabobank is the cooperativist bank. The ASN is the durablest bank. What's the S of the ING? I don't know. What's the S of the ABN AMRO? I don't know. But when I say Volvo, a lot of people will say that's the Save Us car. And thinking about cup soup, that's the 4 o'clock soup. So please find your us before you start thinking about communication, before you start thinking about guerrilla marketing. That's very hard. And you come to a lot of people, a lot of managers, they don't know what our us is. So don't have to be ashamed about that. Was at the boardroom once, 20 people said, what's your us? I got 20 different answers. And look at the communication, all the relation magazines and all the things they make. So it's no problem because it's a mess, because you don't know who you are. So first, find your us. And then please dare to be a paroloccia. Make a paroloccia part of your genes, of your firm, and make unconventional marketing the core of your communication. Viva la revolution. Viva Biography. Pronto! Oh yes, by the way, the restaurant in Rome, La Paroloccia, don't go there anymore. There's a B-side, they were very successful, not kind of a tourist trap. Yeah, that's the B-side of success, I think. Thank you.
Thank you.